Hello, you're welcome. You're welcome onto my channel today, and it gives me great joy to observe you are doing this video. I'm Dr. Olayinka Akanle. Now, I'm a lecturer in the university. I'm a relationship expert. I'm a sociologist. On this channel, I do a number of stuff, but all the stuffs I do on this channel, you can easily cluster them into four: sociology, research, relationship, and migration. So this video you are viewing right now is within the framework of my relationship video. Meanwhile, are you subscribed onto this channel? If no, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and tap subscribe button on your screen right now. Click subscribe on your screen right now for wonderful content. If you have subscribed previously, thank you very much for staying tuned. Kindly share this video as well as possible. I want to talk about a very important issue today. It's about marriage, it's about relationship. Therefore, the title of this video is 8 things people miss after divorce or separation. 8 things people miss about marriage after divorce or separation. So this is just to enable people to make informed decisions, give important information that will help people make the best of their relationship, especially marriage. This is not to encourage divorce. This is not to stress anybody about marriage or about divorce. But if somebody is in marriage and is thinking about divorce or has divorced, it's very important for us to talk about this so that people will know what they are trading off, especially when it comes to relationship. And please, nobody should say, well, it cannot happen to me. I cannot miss anything. I'm a strong lady. I'm a strong man. Well, it's not going to be my problem. I don't care or whatever. But it's just to empower people to know that people who are divorced or who are separated are bound to miss something about marriage. Meanwhile, I'm talking about functional, non-toxic relationships. Marriages that are not so toxic, not toxic at all. Relationships that are functional, marriages that are functional. So if people decide to exit non-toxic relationship for some other reason, then it's very important for them to know what people who have exited relationship or marriage, what they are missing or what they have missed. Therefore, this video, is based on research, extensive research, experiences of people who have divorced or separated over time, and as a sociologist, what I know from research and sociological experiences, practical experiences that I've seen, practical confessions, life histories of people who have divorced at different points or the other. So maybe not necessarily regret, but at least they have confessed that there are certain things they missed, that if they had another opportunity, maybe they will have handled the relationship better, or the divorce better, or the separation better. So I'm not condemning anybody. My own is just to build capacity. Your capacity so that you can also assist others. So what the first thing people who are divorced or separated usually miss is companionship. Companionship, constant companionship. Coming home, going to work, going out, and have somebody to keep their company. This is very important, even from sociological perspective. Trusted companionship. People can say, well, I'll go to my friend, or I will go to my colleagues, I will go to my family. There are differences among different kinds of relationships. When people are married, the kind of company they enjoy with their spouses, morning, afternoon, night, virtually or physically, you cannot compare it with any other company they can. So constant, regular, trusted companionship is a major thing people who are divorced usually means. And as a sociologist, I can tell you, we are social, we are functional humans because of the nature of companionship that we give. People who are divorced or separated battle loneliness because they don't have trusted and regular companionship. Meanwhile, remember, these are people who have been in marriages at a point in time, who have tasted this kind of companionship. Now they are suddenly all alone, no more in mind. So loneliness is very key, which is as a result of the companionship. Then delegation and relegation is the number two. You see, when you are in marriages, people who have been in marriages will confess that, because I can delegate some things to my husband, I can delegate some things to my wife, I can delegate some things to my partner, so I don't have to worry about this. Ask women, they will tell you they don't want to bother themselves about fixing the cars, for example. Ask some men, they will tell you they don't want to bother about fixing the children, especially in terms of their homework, domestic, or socializing them. So I've done researches on male single parents, and I know about female single parents. They will complain to you that they have a lot of problems in terms of delegating. There are some things you want to delegate to your spouse so that you can concentrate on something that you believe is more important. Not many women want to be going to the mechanic, want to be going to, not many men want to be changing diapers, not many men want to be cooking. So being able to delegate, is something that they means people who are divorced or separated. Risk taking, calculated risk taking. People that are divorced, separated, have problem of taking risk because they have nobody to fall back on. There's something about your husband or your wife or your partner telling you, don't worry, take that career risk. If it doesn't work, I will take over. Even if you lose your funds, don't worry, I will continue to provide the fund for the family. So you take that career risk, you resign, you get a new job, you take the risk. That is very important. So the capacity to take risk because you know that somebody is there for you as your insurance. If it doesn't work, it's a major one. But now you are all alone, you are divorced, you are divorcee, you are separated. So if you take that risk, if it doesn't work, you're going to be all alone. So you tend to be more careful. And risk taking is part of life. So not being able to take risk is a major thing they miss. For example, a woman can take risk knowing that the husband will be there if the risk backfires. A man can take risk if the woman is there, showing understanding if it doesn't work. But if you're just all alone, risk taking can be very challenging for divorcees or separated people. Another one, number four is somebody to have trusted deliberations with. It's commonly said that two good heads are better than one. So if you are in marriage, you sometimes have trusted deliberations. You converse, you have trusted conversation. You have somebody to discuss with, to brainstorm with. And you are trusted, you are spouses anyway. So the level of distrust will be very minimal, normally. But so when you are just all alone, you're divorced, people are divorced, you don't trust anybody. In fact, divorce and separation in itself affect people's capacity to trust. It's commonly said that divorcees or separated people have trust problems. So, but in marriages, at least you should be able to trust your partners or your spouse to a certain extent. So trusted deliberations, is a major thing that divorced people or separated people, they miss. And they miss their gist partners. Spouses, it's commonly said that what do married people do anyway in the room? After doing the main thing, you know what I mean? Then it's to gist, it's to gossip. So people that are divorced, people that are separated tend to miss their gist partner. They can't just gist. And that's why many divorced people wet their bed at night with tears because sometimes you just suddenly feel lonely, nobody to gist with. Remember, married people may wake up in the middle of the night. They just gisting, laughing, smiling. You wonder what they're talking about. They're just gisting. So now they sleep again. After doing it, they gist again. So they mixed gist partners, they missed trusted deliberations. Oh, number 5. You want to hear that? Oh, effective sex. A lot of people who are divorced will complain, they will let you know. They do complain that they miss trusted, regular, effective sex. There's nothing that we may say, okay, you don't have to be married to have sex, but you want to have it anytime you want it, and somebody is there for you to give you effective sex. Especially if you're at certain ages where your libido is so much up there, you need regular and effective sex. You need it in the morning or at night, in the afternoon, on Sunday, Monday, anytime you want it. You just want somebody to service you. When you are divorced, sometimes, even though you have sexual partner, you may not be living together. Or even if you're living together sometimes, because you are not married, depending on the society you have. So you just want somebody, if you are a woman, you want a man to service you as regularly as possible within a normal environment, which marriage can provide. And if you are a man, you want somebody to service you sexually whenever you need it. Trusted and effective sex, is very important. So a lot of married people who are divorced or separated do miss this. Sometimes they might say, well, it doesn't matter, I don't miss it, I can go for weeks, for months without sex. But when you want it to, you want somebody to be there to give it to you. It's very important. It's part of functional living. So the missed sex, effective sex, is a major problem. Then another thing they miss is security. Somebody, social protection. Marriage gives social protection to a certain extent. If you're married, your husband is there. Even there are some people out there who will not take advantage of you because they know you are married. Your spouse will take it up with them. So social protection in terms of marriage, somebody covering you. So many people who are divorced or separated will always tell you that they feel vulnerable. They feel vulnerable. People take advantage of them. People talk to them carelessly. People handle them carelessly. People insult them and say, well, it's not your fault because anyway you don't have a husband. Anyway you don't have a man. In some societies, there's a major problem. Stigma is attached to divorce sometimes or separation in some society. So they suffer stigma and they feel very insecure. So lack of security is another major issue. Then, this is funny, but it's very important. They need someone to quarrel with. Quarreling is part of life. It's part of efficient. Some men will say, women nag, my wife nags, my husband nags, my husband is this and that. So they quarrel. But when they quarrel, they settle it, everybody is happy, and they move on. So sometimes people that are divorced or separated tend to miss someone to quarrel with. They just they are, and everything is just going smoothly. It's a serious thing they miss, actually. The last one, number 8, is emotional burden sharing. They miss it a lot. Something happened in the office, you want somebody to comfort you, you want somebody to lean on, a soldier to lean on, you want somebody to cry on, you want to say, well, there no problem, don't worry, ignore your boss, ignore those people, they are just idiots, don't mind them, you'll be fine. Somebody to just take your emotional burden and share it. But divorced people or separated people sometimes just on their own, nobody to share their burden with them, nobody to trusted emotional burden sharer will not be there. But in marriage, you have this. In fact, when people are married, if anyone is coming from work, the next thing they want to do is to download all the problem, the burden in the office with the spouse. And they discuss that, and if you feel so burdened, the spouse will say, don't worry, I'm here, you've got me. Ignore them there, then you feel light. So this, and you sure this person means this person is saying the truth, that he's got your back covered. Share your burden. If you cry, just say simply, stop crying, my dear. I'm here for you. You have nothing to worry about. So this emotional burden sharing, sometimes divorced people or separated people don't have somebody to share their burden, and it weighs them a lot. It weighs them down a lot, and that's why many people who are divorced, sometimes who are separated, they have a lot of depression to deal with. Not everybody, but quite a number of them. So these are 8 things people who are divorced or separated miss about marriage. I hope this makes sense to you. Kindly share. Meanwhile, let's all learn from it and make better informed relationship decisions. Till I see you in my next video, simply click subscribe and share. Bye for now.